Hello, how you doing? Shalom, shalom. Good morning, good evening, good night. Good. Hope you're doing great. I want to talk about something I just witnessed here on the internet. Two black truck drivers went to a Denny's to have something to eat in a little small town out there in America. Really don't matter what small town and which Denny's. But the waitress asked them to leave. They sitting at the table waiting for a waitress, a waiter, or whoever to come over and take their order. And the video started showing the waitress saying that they needed them to leave. And one of the brothers was like, why? She said, I don't know. I was just sent over here to tell you all that you needed to leave. And the brother was like, okay, so we need to leave because of what? We sitting here waiting to place an order so we can eat. She said, sir, I don't know. I'm just was told to come and tell you all that you need to leave because they've called the police. He said, call the police for what? The two brothers sitting at the table. The place is for white people, white waitresses, all white customers, white folks back there cooking this slop. And the brothers out there waiting to eat that slop from the white folks in the back cooking it. And was asked to leave. The white woman, young girl, waitress, she said, I really don't know, sir. This is what I was told to do, to ask you all to leave. Now, 2023, September, 12th. And we looking at videos of black men sitting at the table in a packed Denny's restaurant in the United States of America, being asked to leave. They not making no noise. They just sitting there looking at the menu, ready to place an order. Waitress come over and say, I need you all to leave. Why? I don't know. These are my instructions to come over here and tell you all that you gotta go. 2023, United Snakes of America. Now it did say that they was in some small town in America at the Denny's of all places. Denny's. Wow. I have to say, I just got to say to you all, there are many other places on this planet that black people can live, thrive, and be comfortable. You don't have to be in America going through that. And, that type of interaction with white people, it causes you to be stressed. Even if you weren't at the Denny's, you saw the video. The thing is, you go to a restaurant, a black person, you walk in, in the back of your mind, you kind of really concerned, you like wonder. You don't know if that'll happen to you. And so as you move around America being black, you're not comfortable because you don't know where the evil white person gonna jump up and start some crap with you. So you actually really, at a certain level, you stressed just because you been there and you know how these people are. You know how these people are. These people are very emboldening because the white judge, the white police officer, the white lawyer, the white prosecutor, all working in harmony to screw your black life up. And they're going to do everything legal and illegal to screw your life up. You already know that they running game. Well, you know what? I'm gonna erase that. Some of y'all don't know. And that's a sad thing to even be able to, for me to say that some of you all really still to this day do not really understand the mindset of the heathen that you living in the midst of. Y'all really don't know this guy. After all this time, you people, black folks, is still sitting up, don't understand why they do what they do. And to me, a brother with as much experience I have in many countries I done been through, being born and raised in the South, growing up with racism, growing up with all of this, and then to look and see things that are taking place in America with my people, and I'm hearing brothers and sisters talking about they don't understand. This is America. We better than that. It's 2023, and you still walking around after hundreds of years of them showing us how much they don't give a crap about us, not understanding. You can't believe it. And you know, they have run a great game, I'm telling you. You know, back during slavery is when they found out what they needed to do to dominate all these black people. It wasn't but one thing. See, they discovered that hundreds of years ago, and y'all ain't discovered it. What they discovered was they needed to do just one thing to keep control of black people. And you know what that is? Take control of your mind. That's what they discovered. They didn't have to lift more weights than you. They didn't have to run faster than you. They didn't have to look prettier than you. They didn't have to talk louder than you. None of that. All they needed to do was one thing: take control of your mind. 5 words. And they got you. That was it. And what I see these days, this bandit done did a great job. See, when you up there fighting the enemy and you in the ring, you better know who you fighting. You better know his strength. You better know his weaknesses, all of that. And when you get his strength, his weaknesses, his idiosyncrasies, you know who you're fighting. Now you're supposed to come back and put together a plan of how you defeat him. But here's the problem with black folks, especially in America. Y'all don't even know who the hell you're fighting. You don't even know who you're fighting. Because he's done such a great job of taking control of your mind that you don't even know this bandit is your enemy. Because now he can let you have a white woman. Look, I'm 62 years, right? Back in the day, when I was a little fella, they was locking brothers up for what they call reckless eyeballing. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Reckless eyeballing is when you looked at a white woman, they will put your butt in prison. I had a cousin named Adele. They locked Adele up for reckless eyeballing. Because the white woman said, this nigga looked at me. And they snatched and put him in prison 15 years. And back then they used to put that steel ball around your ankle. Well, cousin Adele came up dead, but he in prison with a 15-pound steel ball around his ankle. They say he escaped and they shot him. Ain't no way in heaven, hell, earth, Mars, Venus, Pluto, or Saturn that you're gonna escape with a 15-pound steel ball on your ankle and you running, and the bandits say they shot him, and they shot him in the back while he was running away with a 15-pound steel ball. Look, y'all need to get away from America. Now, that's easier said than done, because most of y'all broke. Most of you living from check to check, and most of you living from almost check to check, meaning that you get paid Friday, you broke Wednesday. You eating cereal Thursday and some grits. By Friday, you get your check, you go get you some food, you got to pay your rent, your car note, the light bill, the water bill, the gas bill, and whatever else little bills you got, and what you got left, that's what you're going to try to eat for the next 7 days. That's the way it goes. That's what kind of, reality that you live in. And so when I say you need to get away from this heathen, you can say that real easy, but to actually make that manifest, most of you don't even have money to buy a passport. That $100 for the passport, that's a lot of money. $100 for the passport. That's a lot of money. Because $100 can buy you enough food to last a few days. So $100 some odd dollars, what is it for the passport? $150? So you talking about getting $150, right, for a passport, as opposed to, taking the money and buying something to eat. So that's why it's easier to say, yeah, you need to, than to actually do it. Then, when you do miraculously come up with a passport, then you got to have some money to buy a ticket out of the country. But then, if you buy a ticket out of the country, you're going to need some money to stay wherever it is you go. So to say you need to get away from those heathens that hate you, that have shown over and over that they hate you, it's easy to just say it like that, and you go to another country. Now, I can tell you through experience that there are many other places that black people can go, thrive, and be flourish, and be comfortable. I'm one, for instance. I make a lot of these videos. Y'all go, and if you've been following me and listening to me, you see I was driving a truck for a season, talking and everything, and I was on the road. Y'all can see inside of Israel, different places I go, and you never hear me talk about some racism or some heathen this or white boy this or no, you'll never hear that. Because why? I've been fortunate, and I'm be honest with you. Being black from America over here puts me in the middle of all of the bullshit that's going on over here. And the real bullshit is actually between the Israelis and Arabs. That's where the real get down is at. They at each other's throat. They at each other's throat. Now, unfortunately, this Israeli woman, a couple of weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, this Israeli woman hit a little black baby boy, young boy, with a car. I don't know all the details, but what I know is she hit the son and ran. She didn't stay and killed him. And there was a big uprising with the Ethiopian Eritrean community. And then she fled the country to circumvent the law. And at this point, they haven't done anything to her. They know where she at. They know exactly where she at. They haven't done anything to her. They haven't tried to get her back to face judgment. And it's been a major uprising. And then Netanyahu talking about he going to deport all the Ethiopian, all the Eritrean because they protested. So instead of getting her and making her stand trial for what she did, killing that boy, he gonna turn around and say we put them all out because they protesting, they messing up, they this is what they do. So that's the reality, you know what I'm saying? But the point I'm saying is that even though that's taking place, it's not a regular occurrence that you experience racism like what I'm seeing here in America. You sitting in a restaurant, they ask you to leave. You know how many restaurants I've been to all over Israel, north, south, east, and west, and have been made to feel welcome to this day. So if you compare where I'm living and what's taking place in America with my people, hell yeah, I'm glad I'm in Israel. You daggone right. I ain't never went through nothing like that. Never. I've been here 42 years. And listen to this. I know you probably figure I'm juicing it up a little bit, but I've been here 42 years and I cannot share with you one racist-based negative experience I had with these people here, whether they Palestinian, whether they Bedouin Arabs, whether they Jews, whether they Christian, visitors, tours, nobody. Nobody. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you from experience, 42 years, and then I done lived over in Russia. Believe it or not, before all y'all knew anything about Russia, most of y'all never heard of Russia. I was already in Moscow, already been in St. Petersburg, because yes, I got Russian friends over there. You know, guy named Alexander, and another dude named Yevgeny. We met over here working. They invited me over, and I went. A couple of weeks, had a crazy good time. Only time I remember, I was in Moscow. When I got there, checked in my hotel, slept for about a day and a half. They popped up, took me to where they was at over in St. Petersburg, and after that, everything went black. You think, woo-wee. Oh God, went to a party, and that was all I remember. Well, you think, next thing I know, I was waking up in Israel. Oh man, did I have a good time. These jokers off the chain. Woo-wee, Slavic, you know what I'm saying? You get it. Alex, Pavel, all these jokers, boy, we had a ball. Them jokers, you talking about partying. I couldn't deal with that vodka. I don't like vodka. I had to, no, I can't. They drink that stuff like water, man. And be functioning. You know, I mean, and you know, they be on that bottle so swift. Do you know, I hear on these jobs, and this is fact, this is real. You can ask anybody that's really on the ground, grassroots Israeli. Them boys bring that guy to work, and they sit down for lunch, and you think they drinking water, them boys is drinking vodka. And they get up and go back to work, and you will never know they done drunk enough alcohol to put you in the hospital. And they out there working. Nostrovia, Cocktail, Karashot, Sprasiva, having a ball. And they got enough alcohol in their system to kill a horse. And would do it. So now, man, I don't deal with that. I had a ball. Moscow, St. Petersburg. And then, you know, a lot of cats over here from, Ukraine. Ukraine, where you from? Ukraine. You know, Russia, Georgia, all up in there. You know, cool dudes. Then I was over in Brussels for a minute. You know, we was dealing with some stuff up out of Africa. And, I just, been around. You know, you go through Latvia and you see black people in Latvia. What the hell y'all doing in Latvia? Not being in America, Denny's. And, you know, it's a sad state of affairs when I listen to my brothers and sisters in America. And then, you know, they say to me, like, what? I ain't leaving. I ain't running from the fight. You know, that's just a punk move. You know, you running from the fight. Okay. Then they say, what? My mother and father fought and died for this country. You know, we built this country. Okay. All right. So that means what? You got to stay here and take this ass whipping just cause you built the country? Just cause you claim your mother and father died for this country? Or you served in the military for this country? So that means you got to take this ass whooping from this country? You see the thing that you missing in your statement for this country. Now let me just close out on that. You saying for this country. You see all this steel out here? I done showed you this before. See that big old factory over there? All of this here and this other factory, and then there's one up the road there. They building all kind of stuff for someone else. You see this bridge section here? We put it together for someone else. I have operated this crane for 32 years for someone else. Not one of them cranes do I own. Not one of them structures did I build, do I own it. Because what? I built it for someone else, just like we built America for someone else. It do not mean America belonged to us. Just like none of these cranes I operated belong to me. None of these structures that I built belong to me because I did it for someone else. And our people running around talking about, we built America, we this, we did. But you built it for someone else. And you're not in control of diddly squat. And you coming with these statements because you are afraid to leave. That's why you come up with all these wacky statements and you say it to people that done went out and lived like me, moved around the world, done been on the ground, experienced it, talk these languages, talk with these people, and I come back and tell you, hey, I got a better place you can go where you can sit in the restaurant until they close and they ain't gonna bother you. And what do you tell me? Man, shoot, I ain't going to Africa. They'll take your passport and you can't come back. Come back to what? Negro, they just threw you out of Denny's. Now I'm talking about taking you to an even better restaurant that's selling more high quality food that's not gonna put you out, that's gonna make you welcome, and you telling me, damn it, you don't want to leave because you scared you can't come back? I'm saying, God, to what? Some more ass whipping. See, some of y'all like that. Some of you people, you like it hard. I'm just convinced now. You like it hard. You know, but you're afraid, and I know that. I understand that. You're scared to make a move. You are so just paranoid, and then you know what? They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave. Who gonna do all the drugs? Who gonna wear all the wigs? Who gonna use all the makeup? The brother stood up there and told you how many billions of dollars that black people is dealing with. Hundreds of millions of dollars on wigs, hundreds of millions of dollars on shampoo and soap and all these things. If y'all leave the country, you know how much money they taking out of there? You know why they trying to convince folks to don't leave, especially black people? Because of the millions and millions of dollars that black folks take with them. You think they glad to see black folk go to Africa? Absolutely not. Because with every black man and woman going to Africa and setting up shop and living, that's less money they got to deal with. And the thing that you all don't realize, America is finished, it's over with. But they propping it up by just lying to you, they're just talking to you. And they ain't proving nothing, they just saying it. They done got to the point where they realize that you're so dense, dumb, and sleepwalking that they can just tell you anything. So they put a black woman up there that's a lesbian sucking on another woman that's the CNN correspondent and just say anything to you. Just say it. Just say it. Whatever. Just say it. Ain't got to prove nothing. Because they know most of you scared. They know most of you are afraid, and you don't even realize most of what they're doing is keep your black behind in place. Who's in the jail cell? Who's invested in the prison industrial complex? You can now trade that on Wall Street. You can go buy stock in the prison system. And who is the stock they want in the prison system? Black people. And so anything, any teeny weeny, it don't even have to be nothing. They just get you and say, hey, come over here. And put you in a handcuff. And you know what they say, when you get them handcuffs, you know, you're never out the system. Once they put them handcuffs on you, you done. And then, you know, you got brothers that went into the prison, come out, can't get passport, they got to pay $10,000, they got to do this. And then that's another trick bag. Why? You go to prison, you got a record, you fill out an application, and you tell them you was in prison, they're going to deny the application. If you go and fill the application out and you lie and say, no, you ain't got no record, you never in prison, they going to check. And then they find out you lied, boom, you out the door. So now, what you going to do? You can't get the passport because you got to pay $10,000 to get it. You was in prison for 17 years. How in the world you come up get a $10,000 bill that you didn't have when you went in prison. They did it to try to keep you there. You see what I'm saying? So they not interested in you really leaving. And you all need to shut up talking so much about your plans and what you're talking about doing, because you're talking too much. You need to plan your work and work your plan and keep your mouth shut. Ain't nobody happy to hear that. Stop talking so daggone much about what you're going to do. Just get yourself together, y'all amongst yourselves, figure out what you want to do and get the hell on and stop talking so daggone much. You standing up telling the bandit what you're going to do. Then you got to understand, when he come posing like he just doing an interview, that he trying to get information. And then in that interview, he asks you, well, what do you think about this? Or what are you planning on doing this? And how you feel like that? If you don't realize, this bandit was sent to find out all he can about you and what you thinking and what your plan and who you working with, so he can devise a plan to cut you off. You don't even know. You don't even know. You all haven't realized yet that the number one greatest concern of this white man, especially between America and Europe and the Euro-Gentile world, is black unity. Look, you can have all the white women you want in 2023. Y'all see that. I mean, the tall young boy, white woman. What's his name? White. They all got white wives and mixed babies and whatever. That's okay now. You can have his mama, just as long as you don't come together and organize. That's what the deal is. Keep you separated to keep you weak. You follow me? Think about what I'm saying and stop being afraid. And I said it because I love you. I really do. Love you from the basement of my heart to the attic of my mind. I love you 24/7. Shalom, shalom. Have a good one.